Hi, I'm Betsy Nicoletti. If you were with us in February when we did Anatomy of an Audit, and we had two great guest speakers, Pam DePuzzo and Deb Rossi, then you heard this question asked and answered in real time. And it was also a question that we put in our webinar follow-up. So when we have a webinar, there are questions that are left over or that we want to answer in writing, we put those in writing. And we send it out to attendees. But I'm recording the answer to you, and you can read the answer if you prefer to read rather than watch. Can a practitioner get credit for both ordering and interpretation of a test if documented? Can you address the change from 2023 related to this? So I'm just going to speak to this, and again, you can read it if you prefer. In March of 2023, CPT issued its errata and technical corrections, and it added one line to the independent interpretation. And this is what it said. And this change is in the printed copy of 2024 and of 2025, but it's not in the 2023 CPT book because it came as an errata or technical correction. So it reads, a test that is ordered and independently interpreted may count both as a test ordered and interpreted. So let's review independent interpretation. An independent interpretation is credited when a physician or other healthcare professional views an image or tracing and uses that information to make clinical decisions about the patient. And they document their interpretation. And another physician, usually a radiologist, will get paid or was paid for the professional interpretation. So professional interpretation requires that the test in question has a CPT code, and a report is customary. How I explain that is it is a test with both a professional and a technical component. And the physician, so just talking about an independent interpretation, the physician receives credit when they, if for an independent interpretation, if they or their same specialty partner did not bill for that interpretation, or the practice didn't bill globally, which would have included the professional component. So here's an example. A surgeon sees a patient and views the CT scan, which a radiologist has interpreted, and uses the information from that CT scan to make clinical decisions. And then they write it. I looked at the scan and it shows. Doesn't have to be a professional report, but it needs to be documented what their impression is. So at the time of that E&M visit, when the surgeon looks at the report, they can get credit for the independent interpretation. Which brings us to our question from 2023. Can the provider get credit for both ordering and interpretation? So using the example that we just had, if the surgeon had ordered the CT scan and it was done over at the hospital, the radiologist interpreted it, they ordered the CT scan, and then they did an independent interpretation, yes, they can get credit for both. Now, I just want to be cautious here. Sometimes, let's say an orthopedist will be in their office and they will view an X-ray that was taken at their practice months ago or years ago, and for which their same specialty partner billed the independent interpretation or the professional component, or the practice billed for it globally. We're not going to credit an independent interpretation because someone in that practice, that surgeon's same specialty partner in their same group, already billed for the professional component. So the answer to our question when we're auditing records is yes. A physician can get credit for both ordering the test and the independent interpretation when they're not billing for it. So here at Coding Intel, we try to transform complexity to clarity. Thanks for tuning in with me today. Feel free to share this recording or the written email with people inside and outside of your practice. Thanks very much.